You're live. You guys want to chat?
Oh, there you go.
Awesome.
It's under the Luigi Chan one.
Yeah, I know. I made sure that it was on that one.
Excellent. All right, so we're gonna be talking about music.
Yes.
All right, so I wanted to start us off. Thank you. I wanted to start us off by talking about music through the ages.
Yeah.
And you could interpret that subject however you'd like. If you guys want to talk about this, but I wanted to talk about one song in particular that kind of made me think of this subject, and that is the song "Boys Don't Cry" by The Cure.
Oh, yeah. What you
Yeah.
were just playing.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know it, great song. I really like it, you know. But here was what made me think of this. I listened to this song, and I didn't know that the song was by The Cure when I first listened to it. And so I was listening, and like I was trying to guess what year that this song came out. And I was like, oh, this has got to be like a after 2016 song. Like it's got that vibe.
What?
You know?
No.
Yeah. Yes, it does.
It does not.
I don't know what song
it does not.
So
It's got that vibe, dude.
It very much does not.
It's got that like indie rock vibe.
Maybe for me the only reason why I don't think that is because I listened to it for a long time, like with my dad, like pre 2016. So
okay, but if you don't know, this song came out in 1979, and it was probably under the genre at the time of rock, probably like Euro rock, because that's where they're from. But as time passes, music through the ages and such, as time passes, this song is just casually moved into what is now classic rock, because the definition, you could say, of rock and the way it's put into music has changed throughout time. So this song now becomes classic rock, and newer rock is whatever it is today. And but when I first listened to the song, I was like, it's almost like ahead of its time, but it wasn't. Like if they uploaded the song today to whatever, right? I think it would still get listens from people, and still
absolutely.
like, yeah, and maybe that's just because it's a great song, right? But it's just got like a vibe from today, especially like even the album cover. It's just it's just a pink background with a mini fridge, a lamp, and a vacuum.
I sent the link in the music warden chat if you guys want to just look at it.
It's got a today kind of look about it.
Oh.
It's just I
would listen to it, but I can't.
And that song just got me thinking about just like how music kind of transforms itself, and it's never a constant. It's always like upsy daisy, downsy wownsy.
Yeah, and like not only that, but a lot of like indie rock and whatnot and alternative rock from today takes a lot of inspiration from older rock songs. So that's probably part of the reason why we like you made that connection.
Yeah.
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 I don't know what to.
I haven't listened to the song or anything, so I can't say anything.
I'm sure you would recognize it if you listen to it. It's just right now is maybe not the best time to.
Yeah.
I could bring up a different topic if you guys want to talk about something else.
Well, the problem is that
there's something else, just that one song.
Well, with this in general, with as you said, music throughout the ages, it's just that like it could be technically applied to anything, And how I
Yeah.
think of like music through the ages is more like the development of different subgenres and genres. Because if you really just want to take a history of music, it literally just went from jazz to everything. And then from those like main genres into again other subgenres that we have today. And I bet you some of those subgenres we have today are gonna make their own genres.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
So when we talk about like music through the ages, that's what it means, like the history of music and how it's developed.
Can someone, really quick, post the Discord invite in the chat?
Oh yeah. Give me a sec.
No.
Okay.
Um,
So I think it would be fun if we had, like, if anyone wanted to join discussions or whatever, they can just join.
Yeah.
I mean, they can type in chat, but they can't join this chat.
Well, I was gonna, we could just say, like, join one of the other voices and we'll move you in.
That's true. That's true. They're just gonna get on and ear rape us.
I'm sure most people don't
Well, we're
just wanna
in
listen.
the big boys recording section, so no one's gonna bother us.
Did you hear what
I know we would invite them, but
I'd
like-
move them in, yeah.
Yeah.
It's, I don't want, like, 5 people to join at once. That's why we can control it. I'm sure most people would, like, want to join in on a conversation rather than just listen to it. So,
All right, I sent in the chat.
thank you.
I'm gonna do a big play while you guys talk about, I don't know.
What are you doing?
How about you guys talk about? I know Maker recommended this, but just I wrote down sounds.
This sound of it.
Yeah.
I really like
Talk about
piano.
it.
Vague.
I think piano is awesome.
The song sounds kind of familiar.
No,
I guess-
I'm just saying, like, talk about sounds, bro.
Okay.
I guess just because of my own bias, like because I play guitar, I just always think that guitars are just the coolest instruments.
Yeah.
Brow, brow. Yeah, they're pretty cool,
I-
especially when you get like
I
a
would-
pedal.
I would say in terms of sound, what about sound? Like
You're the-
specifically.
You recommended the topic, so I have no clue.
I was
It's just
thinking,
like sound. Yeah.
I was thinking maybe like the differences of the type of sound between subgenres of music.
Oh, I see.
Or
So more like
something like that.
subgenre stuff.
Yeah, so like I'll say that in I guess this could also be sort of the evolution of sound, but with I'll go with metal because I know it the best, and you have older bands like Iron Maiden and
Yeah.
Dio and Slayer. Those are like a lot of those are thrash bands, and
Mhm.
that's mostly just because they didn't really have all these crazy like EDM reverb synth machines that they do now, like
Yeah.
what they use in Glory Hammer. Or it's like borderline like synth, but it's awesome. But you still have you can tell with Hammerfall since they've been around for a really long time since like early '90s I think. You can really tell when it goes to that classic metal sound, and then the stuff now is that it's not new metal, which I think sucks, but it's that then reverb new kind of sound, and with power metal, it's I find that it seems that the instruments sort of blend together in a good way, like like all the instruments will come together in like the climax or whatever, and it's just this frenzy of guitar and drums, and it's awesome. While you have and that would be like Dragon Force does that pretty well. To the Fire and Flames and things. And a quick note about Dragon Force: a lot of the songs that I listen to, they all have a similar formula to where like 4 to 5 minutes in, they'll have like a 4 minute long guitar solo, and I'll just like tune out like 30 seconds in because my brain just says this is just random noise. I can't like keep track of this, and then the lyrics will come back and like, oh, I'm listening to Dragon Force. Wow,
Guitar go brown brown.
pretty much, yeah. And then I was gonna say like I don't know what genre I'd put Trivium. I was pronouncing it wrong last time, but it's like black metal, metalcore. The guy singing kind of sounds like he would be in a punk rock band, but it's like it's where you have those heavy metal like breakdowns where it's like just the guitar and it's super deep. You're going and it's like
Yeah.
it feels like you're getting punched in the face, kind of like I'm sure Dylan and Jacob will know like the beginning of Skull Hacker from Mick Gordon.
Oh yeah.
It's like that, or it's just like complete silence, and then the guitar comes back in, and we'll roll back into each other, and then you
It's
have like
getting
folk.
you. Yeah.
Getting me what, huh?
It's just getting you on like the edge of your seat, and then like as soon as like you're right on the edge, it's like, and you're like, oh.
Yeah, and we also have like folk metal, which they incorporate like accordions and I forgot they're not violins, but they're that
Cellos maybe or
stringed
like
instrument. Yeah, cellos, but they're those
stuff of that sort.
those things that you think of that are being played in like
A fiddle?
like a cowboy scene, or yeah, fiddle, fiddles and stuff, and that's it's the 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 instruments and how they interact with each other and contribute to the mood of how they work.
Actually, now that you bring that up, it reminds me of So I was listening to music in the shower today, as I usually do. Yeah, as I usually do. um,
That's
and
weird.
Did you have your
Nah,
headphones
man.
on?
no, I have a speaker, bruh.
I know you didn't.
Okay, so when you brought that up, it reminded me of how with Nirvana's MTV Unplugged album, where it's all cover songs and whatnot, but like there is like I don't know, as an example, All Apologies on there. Oh no, Where Did He Sleep Last Night is actually a better example because there's a very clear moment where you could just hear the cello in the background, and it was really interesting hearing that like guttural like Kurt Cobain voice and his guitar transition into a cello playing a few really deep chords.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that you reminded me of this Amon Amarth song called "Live for the Kill," and a little ways in before like the climax, all the music falls away and you just hear this like really somber cello solo. It goes for around like a couple minutes, and then it like does that exponential like ride all the way back up, and then like I said, there's just this madness of like all the drums, all the guitars, and then the singer just screaming, and it comes all together.
Yeah, it's just it's really interesting to hear like a culmination of various instruments that typically you wouldn't think go together. Like
Yeah,
and it's just here to it's so cool to hear them work together in such a
yeah,
harmonious way.
and a culmination when you're able to like pick out a certain instrument and like focus on that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. When yeah, I God, good example of a song right here. Okay, so like when you let me get my bearings because my brain just like dinged with a light bulb. So like
I see.
when you just hear like all this music and it sounds beautiful together, right? Like for this specific song, it's like you got the guitar, you got the bass, you got the drums, you got everything. But in the beginning, it's just like a few lyrics and all of the instruments playing together, and it sounds great, you know, especially if you like
Yeah.
this song. It sounds great. But if you listen very carefully, you could pick out like just the bass, and it sounds
Mm-hmm.
good. And that song is Hotel California by the Eagles.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And in the very beginning, you could hear the bass, and like the bass in the very beginning is just like, oh my goodness, it's great. I'm gonna do a big brain move.
Like, what is that big brain move?
Non-copyrighted music.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's just it's always like interesting just to hear the instruments sometimes. Although, as much as I may like the instruments, I feel like it's extremely important to have at least some lyrics along with it, though.
Yeah.
Because part of the reason why I like most of the songs I like is just because of the lyrics.
Yeah, that's true. They're important.
Like, I try to get into a few instrumental songs occasionally, and I do occasionally find some, but they never stick with me.
Before,
there
I'm
is-
sure that'd be a good segue into the lyrics versus non-lyrics. But before I forget, do you guys want to talk about covers?
Oh, okay, sure. Well, I mean, the only covers I really listen to are is the MTV Unplugged album from Nirvana. That's really it for me.
For me, most of the time I find, no matter who they're done by, covers are hit or miss. They're either terrible or they're better than the original.
I would like to vouch for a band that they make their own music, and their own music is good, and it's comedy, but they do a lot of covers, and that's Ninja Sex Party, and
Oh,
all of their covers are like 80s songs and 80s jams, but they're all done like great. They're all like pristine, you know.
Yeah.
But those are like the only covers that I personally listen to, and you know, mega good.
okay. Do we want to talk about lyrics and no lyrics then?
Sure.
I'll say that, or like, when I first started actually getting into music, I started out with I'm sure you've heard some of their songs before, but they're this orchestral instrumental group called Two Steps from Hell.
Ooh.
They are they just they make these I'm not sure you've heard of Hans Zimmer, the guy who did I think he did a soundtrack for Interstellar. I know he did that. I think he did Inception and a bunch of other movies. But I just listened to those, and none of them have lyrics. And it's just like they're these really emotional and like loud orchestral music, and I would always I could when there's no lyrics, you can imprint your own story onto the you could, for the lack of a better term or lack of a better phrase, to add your own lyrics to it.
Yeah. You think that's what your dad does when he uses it as a alarm clock?
Maybe.
Or do you think he just kind of numbs it out?
I don't know. Oh, I can't say.
I feel like most the instrumental stuff I listen to is either from video games, which we kind of talked about.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah, we should talk about that.
I guess like shows too.
Yeah.
I guess mostly animes, just because they have so many good soundtracks. But even if you didn't like whatever anime blank, the soundtracks are still really good.
Fruits baskets.
Oh.
The only like soundtracks I ever get in, the only soundtrack I actually ever got into was the Doom soundtracks for Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal. I never really got into any other soundtracks, and those are the only ones that I listen to instrumental, because they're just so hardcore.
Yeah, I'm sure really quick, I'm sure you'd like Killer Instinct because Mick Gordon did the music for that too, and that was like a year before he did Doom.
Yeah, I listened to one of them. I thought it was super cool, but I never got to listen
Yeah.
to more of their
Yeah,
the
there's a
stuff.
ton of good ones.
Let's talk about like what a lot of people think about first when they say instrumental, and that's like classical
Oh yeah.
Beethoven, Mozart.
Yeah.
You know, because singing wasn't a thing unless you counted like the
Yes,
opera.
it was.
Singing was a
Singing
thing.
did not
Yeah.
exist.
Singing was not. No, like as in like other than opera for like performance or like playwright singing, like well-known music be instrumental, such as like classical music.
Yeah, that's. But the main difference is, well, not difference, but the main change that's happened is basically the genre of music. Because technically, lo-fi is just instrumental hip hop.
I was actually gonna mention
Stolen
lo-fi,
instrumental.
'cause it-
Nobody wants to listen to the organ unless it's in metal.
the what?
Organ.
The organ. Organ is hardcore. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's why it sounds good in metal.
They use it all the time in Powerwolf.
Yeah, sounds good.
It is hardcore.
Do you guys like lo-fi? Like,
Yes.
I used to.
It's more like a. Yeah, it's basically just like a 24/7 study beats thing for me. It's like,
Chill cow,
Mhm.
chill cow.
yeah,
Follow
like
them on
it's
Spotify.
yeah.
like it's not necessarily that I would listen to typically on my own, but given a good situation, I probably would.
Well, not like the same stuff that like loops over and over again every like minute. Like that stuff can get annoying. But I mean,
No, I know what you're talking about because I used to listen to like when Meeker introduced me to it. I actually started listening to it a lot more.
I did.
Yeah,
you introduced me to it too.
you talked about it like for I forgot when, but you talked about it one time, and I started listening more
remember
often
that.
because of that.
Yeah.
And like it's stuff like that. Well, yeah, that's basically what I listen to. Like I even followed the lo-fi Spotify playlist thing because they're constantly updating it.
I just
So
listened
like
to your
I don't
YouTube
have any
one.
bad feelings to it. It's just like it's not necessarily something I would listen to on a daily basis or anything like that.
Yeah, I used to listen to it a lot at the time, but I either found it was like it always, I don't know how to describe it. Like I just didn't like the way it made me feel, and like it just made me feel like tired and stupid. Like, you know, I'm learning, or I've learned to sort of use music as a tool, working out wise. I don't really, well, I do enjoy music, but I don't just listen to music for no reason. Like I don't just sit there and put it on all the time. It's either because I'm working out or I'm writing, or I don't really do that. I don't just, and that's what lo-fi is really. I used to listen to it while I was doing homework, but I don't really do homework anymore. But whenever I do homework, I'm trying to not have that distract me, because if I'm having it playing, I'm probably, my phone is next to me, so then my brain will go, yes, phone, go, beep beep.
Well, it's good for a rainy day, I think.
No.
Meeker, I
It's
think.
like-
Sorry, not.
I get what
Not-
you're saying. Like general moods and whatnot. It is good for that, and that's what I like to use it for too.
Yeah, I like it at night too. Meeker, one of the beach trips when we were coming back, we were listening to lo-fi together.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that? we were in Sean's car, and then I was
Lo-fi
listening to
didn't
music.
only make him lazy and stupid, but it also made him get dementia.
Yeah, he can't
He
remember
forgot
anything.
everything,
Amnesiac.
dude.
We were listening in Sean's car for like the whole ride.
Maybe it's for the bit. It sounds vaguely familiar, actually.
Yeah, it was fun. We were just like chilling the whole time.
Yeah.
I forgot about it until
Wacky,
now.
I actually wasn't there for that one. I remember being like picked up by my parents actually.
Oh,
Yeah, and like I don't like because when I listen to it, I get all tired and stuff, and I'm thinking, why am I getting tired and like droopy when I can get hype or something?
well, yeah, but if it's late at night or if you're on like a car ride home,
You don't
I
listen
think-
to metal when you go to bed.
Get hyped to go to sleep.
No, actually, I think he does bring up a good point though. Like, it's good for that situation, but for me, the reason why I wouldn't do that is because I found like softer, I guess you could say, rock. I literally have a playlist called Gold because soft rock, and
Ah,
and
clever boy.
yeah, I know, I get it. And it's all just really soft and quiet, like Indian alternative rock. So, that's part of the reason why I also stopped listening to lo-fi because I found a replacement for it in a genre that I like more.
No, I
Yeah.
get that. Yeah, I just kind of over listened to it. No, I had to take a break, and then
Yeah.
I still listen to it sometimes, but yeah.
What the frick is my email password?
You say it on stream really quick.
Yeah.
We should actually move to Twitch though, because no one on YouTube ever finds the stream.
Well, I mean, what would we even
Before-
label it as on Twitch? And not only that, we
What do you
need to
Podcast.
What would
make
we
sure it's
label?
known that we're potato chip.
That really wouldn't be that hard. Plus,
Official potato chip Twitch account.
I already said this, but I think that more random people would find it on Twitch than people who are actually subscribed find it on YouTube.
Okay, sure.
Yeah,
Fine. Let's just make a Twitch.
I'll
Let's
make
call out
it because
YouTube
I've
right now.
set up a Twitch before.
Okay.
Yeah, like I was like random people when I would stream a little bit because I was bored. Like random people would show up and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So,
All right. Well, adios, YouTube. Then.
Bye bye. Alright guys, my Google
wait, I'm back.
verification code
Sorry.
is the verification code to change my password is
No, Jacob.
1769220.
We're still live.
Okay. And
You just like you see your bank account instantly get emptied.
my bank account I don't think is connected to this email.
Yeah, Ryan. You could just stream. You could just end the stream right here, and we'll continue on Twitch. From
Okay,
that.
I will. I'll just leave the stream running because. No, I'm not. It'll make it harder.